Hi, today we are here with Betsy, and she has an amazing story to tell about her recovery from her chronic issues. And so, why don't you tell me a little bit about what life was like prior to coming into our office?
Okay, I came in because I was diagnosed with Lyme disease. It took me a while to get diagnosed. I had been bitten by a tick, and 2 weeks later I had the classic symptoms. I had really bad headache, high fever, nauseousness, very, very sick for a week. I went to several doctors to try to get diagnosed with Lyme, but none of the doctors really believed I had Lyme. So finally I found a doctor that diagnosed me with Lyme. She put me on antibiotics. I was on antibiotics for a year and a half with her. Off and on, I would go off the antibiotics and all my joints would immediately start to flare up and hurt. That was my main issue, was joint pain. So then the antibiotics were not working after a year and a half, so I went on IV antibiotics for 2 months. At the end of the 2 months on the IV antibiotics, my joints started to hurt even more at the end. So I went off the antibiotics, came in to see you 4 months ago, and I decided at that point to go off the antibiotics. Came in to see you, and you ordered a whole battery of tests, the GI mapping, immune testing, muscle testing, blood work. After looking at all my results, you paved the path forward, and you believed that you really could help me, and of course you did. And you worked on my leaky gut, and we did the liver cleanse, gut cleanse, a whole bunch of supplements, and you wanted to heal my leaky gut, so I went on the ketogenic diet. You got rid of all the inflammatory foods that were in my diet, sugar, soy, dairy, gluten. And little by little, I started to heal. Your philosophy, which I loved, was to allow my immune system to heal the disease, to get rid of the Lyme. And I really liked that. And it made sense, and no one had ever told me that before. And what I meant to say is no doctors had ever even ordered the test that you ordered. So it was a totally new treatment, but I knew it was the right treatment. So little by little, I started to heal. My joints started to feel better, and it's been 4 months. And when I initially came in, I could hardly walk. Just touching my heels onto the ground hurt. My fingers hurt, my knees hurt, my ankles, all my joints were inflamed and hurt. So through your protocol, everything started to feel better. Also, I had suffered my whole adult life with IBS, and because of this treatment, my IBS was also cured. And I feel not only the best that I felt in 2 years with the Lyme, but really the best that I've ever felt. I always say I'm not going back to eating the way I used to eat, which I ate pretty healthy, but I had all these inflammatory foods in my diet. So I feel I have more energy than I've ever had, and I know my Lyme is healing, and it's really almost healed now. So just very little joint pain, and I'm absolutely thrilled.
Well, that is awesome. And what you have to understand about this is that she put in a lot of hard work. She was a very good patient. Anything and everything I asked her to do, she did wholeheartedly. And so I guided her in the right direction, but she put in the hard work. But a lot of people don't realize is that there are other options out there, and that you don't just have to accept taking antibiotics for a chronic issue. And so if you knew somebody was suffering with Lyme disease or another chronic issue, would you recommend this program to them?
Absolutely, absolutely. I just feel like your treatment, what you do, what you believe in, it can heal so many different diseases and inflammatory issues, and so many different things that I tell everybody about this practice, and I believe it wholeheartedly, and I'm living proof that it works. So awesome. I would definitely recommend anyone to come in with Lyme or anything else.
Thank you for sharing your story. There's a lot of people out there who have lost hope, and so this is a great story for them to hear and realize that they don't lose hope, that there may be other options out there. And we wish you the very best in the future as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.